So in any big four, the major departments are consulting, assurance, risk advisory, financial advisory, tax. So it is your, perspective where you want to go. And then if you are going in a particular field, then you should be thorough with that, with research about that particular industry, about that particular, peer factors of that particular company, and how that industry operates. Who I am. I am a chartered accountant with 11 years of experience. I have worked with multinational companies. I have worked with Deloitte, Deutsche Bank Group, Standard Chartered, and Silicon Valley Bank. Along with that, I usually make people understand the job description, help them apply jobs, and understand the company in which they are going to go for the interviews, help them to crack interviews. I help them to on the salary negotiations and much more. This I have been doing since quite some time now, and that's why I'm here to assist you. If you are seeking any help or any personal assistance to drive your roadmap, I'm there. So what will I cover in this session is about Preplaced, about the interview preparation, what all exactly you should be working on while reading on the job description and in your mindset before going to the interview. The company research, the mock interviews, how you should handle your soft skills, and then we will be also going ahead for Q&A. Because I want to make this interactive session, so I would like you all to raise your questions ahead, and let me take up those questions while I'm also going through my presentation, which is it should be good if the interactive session happens. So you will take a lot of it out of the interactive session. What exactly, if I say in advance, is you should be thorough with the job description. You should be thorough with your resume. Whatever you write in your resume is speaks about yourself. Definitely, a big four interview is a big short interview. Okay, so yes, that in that particular research about the job descriptions, research about the what you would say, research about the company, and research about your accounting standards or tax standards or any technical knowledge. Research about that before speaking that or before writing in the resume. The first question which I would say will come is introduce yourself. So you should be thorough with introduce yourself, because your introduce yourself will decide the path ahead. There will be a lot of competition, but you should remember that you are speaking what you have done. You should not make up the answers. Then you will be selected. Interaction with interviewer should be fluent, and that will come with confidence. And that confidence will come when you are speaking of your resume. Your resume should be what you have done in past and what you are capable of doing. It should not fake. That's what one thing I have learned throughout my journey. The third thing is hesitation speaking. Yes, definitely. But for that, you should be doing your mock interviews. Mock interviews are very important in that case. So in any big four, the major departments are consulting, assurance, risk advisory, financial advisory, tax. So it is your, perspective where you want to go. And then if you are going in a particular field, then you should be thorough with that, with research about that particular industry, about that particular, peer factors of that particular company, and how that industry operates. You should be well researched of all of these things. You should do your homework well in advance to crack that interview. Like if I will take my example, I would say I have given audit interview. Okay, so for audit I was well prepared in my mind with my introduction. So my introduction was having a lot of things which I have done, for which I was confident enough, and I was not making up things. By that way, when I started my introduction, I had concluded it in like 10-15 minutes, and the interviewer asked me questions on that basis. So it was all fluent with me. Why? It was fluent because I was speaking my resume, I was speaking my past experience, I was speaking my knowledge. I was not picking it up. Their interviewer understood that she has worked in it, she is confident, and he asked me more questions related to that. The interviewer is not expecting the entire knowledge in that half an hour, but he is expecting what you have written should be in your mind, and you are the knowledgeable person in that field where you are applying. Like, if I can give you an example, I'm a finance person, maybe I can give you an example of finance, but maybe IT people can also understand and correlate with that. Like, I have done a college project on maybe a particular accounting standards. So I am prepared with that particular accounting standard well in advance. So while giving the introduction itself, I will tell them that, okay, I have done a presentation on this accounting standard. I know about this. And look, this difficulty I have faced while presenting it, but I know about it, and I have, figured it out in this way. And this is how I have, uh, concluded it. Interviewer gets, he gets to understand that, okay, this person knows about this. Then he will ask you the second question on that only. And that brings you in your a comfort zone, your area of expertise. So it all depends on how you want to take the interview ahead. And especially in Big Fours, if you want to crack it, definitely it is a big interview. Definitely there will be couple of rounds, but it's all on the technical knowledge, but not on the entire, like, you are not expected to be, the expertise in everything, but you should be prepared with your introduction itself. If you and your resume, if you're writing something on your resume, that means you are well versed with it. So my first advice will be, just write what you know. Don't write anything extra. You should not be copying anything from your peers or your friend's resume. Confidence. I think earlier in the chat box, one has mentioned that the lot of competition, so that will be there and brighter individuals than me. And that means you are lacking confidence. Confidence is very important, but yes, overconfidence and confidence has a minor line. And when you are sitting in front of a, Big Four interviewer, like, that person is a manager or a senior manager, and he knows the best of that particular field. So you should be confident, not overconfident. If you don't know anything, you can say that, no, I think you can say definitely that, okay, I have not read this, but I know this. But don't fake your information. Don't fake that you have done this particular thing, because they will understand it. They are they are there in that industry since long time. Technical knowledge is important. So any interview, you may succeed, but not in Big Four if you are faking any knowledge. In Big Fours, your knowledge is the most priority. Like, they take only those people, definitely. And I've been into the position, I have taken the interviews there, I have given my interview there. So your technical knowledge is must. There is nothing more you should be doing that on that. So areas of practical exposure. So definitely what I said in earlier, the introduction parts should be there. Current technologies, like if you are from uh, IT side, your current technologies, what technology you are using, your knowledge on that is important. So not only for finance employees, but for non-finance also. The current technologies which are in the bucket, you should be aware of it. And soft skill and positive mindset. So soft skills is your verbal, non-verbal communication and your positive mindset. That's important.